44-45. That was the record for the Atlanta Braves at the All-Star break in 2021, the year they won the World Series. So, everybody right now, with the Braves at 27-37, is saying, oh, the Braves ain't it. They ain't winning it all this year. They ain't got it. Couple things. They have Ozzie Albies and Ronald Acuna both healthy. Yes, the rest of the roster looks totally different. However, don't call them dead in the water just yet. I agree. Right now, they do not look great. I'm always, in any sport, of the mind that I would rather be playing my best ball later in the season, going into the postseason, than I would, especially in baseball with the season so long, in the first couple months of the year. Where are we? First couple months of the year. It's early June. They're not the Rockies. They're not the Marlins, right? They're better than that. They're not the Orioles. So don't call them dead in the water. Yes, I understand. You'd like to be playing like the Yankees, the Tigers, etc. Maybe you've had a streaky run or so. The other thing you have to take into account right now is Ronald Acuna just got back. What, a month ago-ish at this point? Maybe a little less? Like, this isn't like he's been healthy the whole year. So they're going to round into form. They're going to get better. I would rather, as a team, be going through trials and tribulations that they have been so far this year. So they've been challenged. They've gone through stuff. Look at Detroit right now, right? Been clicking on all cylinders since the start of the year. What if, when they get later in the year, when they get into August, when they get into September, and then they have some injuries or they have some stuff going on, they haven't had a losing streak. They haven't had to bounce back. They haven't had to fight. They haven't had to dig out of holes. They haven't had to figure things out. I would rather be a team like the Braves, hit your stride, have gone through everything. That's going to make you stronger as a unit later in the year, and then you just take off. So the Braves are my dark horse pick to win it all. I really like their position and the way they're playing. And you look beyond baseball. Look at the Pacers just this year in the NBA. Like, if you were to look at the first few months of the season, guys, this year with the Pacers, nobody would have picked them. And then guess what? They rounded into form because they went through some challenges. They found out who they were as a team, etc. Look at the Steelers on the counter. Remember their last year or second to last year with Roethlisberger? They started the year like 8-0, 9-1. They crashed and burned and limped into the playoffs. And then they were a first-round wild card exit. I would much rather, again, be playing better later in the year. These seasons are long, no matter the sport. So chop on, go Braves, Braves country, hashtag it, World Series, here we come.